Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's maths lesson. I hope you're doing well. Today we are going to study about the least common multiple and how to find it using prime factorization method. Least common multiple short form is LCM. Now what is LCM or what is least common multiple? It is the multiple of two or more numbers, and it is the smallest multiple of two or more numbers. In real life, we use LCM to find common times, like when two events will happen together, or to arrange things in equal groups without leftovers. Let's start with an example. Let's find the LCM of 12 and 18. We will do prime factorization of 12 and 18, and if you recall the rules which I told you before about prime factorization, prime factors are used in prime factorization, and for even numbers we always use the prime factor 2. So I will divide 12 by 2. 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 itself is a prime number. Now for 18 is even, so I'm going to divide it by 2. 2 times 9. 9 is odd, so I'm going to use the prime factor 3. So in both cases we have got the remainder 1. Now in the next step, I'm going to write these numbers as product of their prime factors. Product means to multiply, so I'm going to multiply their prime factors. Now we are going to select the common factors in both these numbers. We have one pair of 2 and one pair of factor 3. And what are the uncommon factors? 2 and 3. Now if you have seen the video of finding HCF using prime factorization method, in HCF we used to multiply only the common factors, but in LCM we multiply common factors and uncommon factors. So here the common factors are 2 and 3 only, and the uncommon they are also 2 and 3. So our LCM is 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. That gives 36. So the least common multiple of 12 and 18 is 36. Let's do another example. Find the LCM of 20 and 30. Let's do the prime factorization of 20 and 30. 20 is even number, so I'm going to divide it by 2. And we will get the remainder 1. And for 30 I'm going to divide it by 2 because it is even. 2 times 15. 15 is odd, so 3 times 5, and 5 itself is a prime number. Let's write them as product of prime factors. We will circle the common factors. There is one pair of 2 and one pair of 5, that is common. And how many uncommon are left? 2 and 3. Now, as I told you before, that when we have to find the LCM, we multiply the common factors with the uncommon factors. So our answer is 60. So 60 is the least common multiple of 20 and 30. Let's do another example. Let's find the LCM of 98 and 140. Let's do the prime factorization of 98. 98 is even, so I'm going to use prime factor 2. 2 times 49 is 98. 49 can only be divided by the prime factor 7. So 7 times 7 is 49, and then 7 times 1. Now let's do prime factorization of 140. 140 is even, so I'm going to divide it with prime factor 2. 2 times 7 is 14, and then 0. 2 times 70 is 140. 70 is again even. I'm going to divide again by 2. 2 times 35. Now 35 is odd. We are going to first check the prime factor 3. Does 35 come in the table of 3? No. 3 times 11 is 33, and 3 times 12 is 36. So 35 is not a multiple of 3. Next prime factor is 5. 5 times 7 is 35, and 7 itself is a prime number. Now let's write them as the product of prime factors. 98 is equals to 2 into 7 into 7, and 140 is equals to 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. Let's circle the common factors. There is one pair of 2 and one pair of 7. Let's find the LCM. First, let us identify the uncommon also. 7 is uncommon, 2 is uncommon, and 5 is common. Now for LCM, least common multiple, we are going to multiply the common factors along with the uncommon factors. Two times 7 is 14. Multiply with 7. Multiply by 2 times 5 is 10. 14 times 7, 98. Multiply by 10. So 980 is the least common multiple of 98 and 140. I hope these examples are quite clear to you, and they will help you in finding the least common multiple. Let's sum up the whole topic, what we have to do step by step. First of all, we have to do the prime factorization of the given numbers using the prime factors only. For even numbers, we use prime factor 2. For odd numbers, we check the prime factor 3, then 5, and then 7, and so on. After finding the prime factors, we write the numbers as the product of prime factors. We circle the common factors, and then we find the LCM by multiplying the common factors with the uncommon factors. Try to practice more questions. It will help you a lot in grasping the concept. Take care. Allah Hafiz.